Okay, Dark Hand here. The way this works is you res this little guy, and if you notice, never unpack this. Don't unpack this stuff, even if you see that it has properties where, oh, it's copy transfer. Do not send that to your buddy or your friend or think you're going to do something with it, because if this doesn't temporarily apply it to an avatar, it doesn't work. And you can't get into any of the scripting, and you just kind of break the rules. Don't do that. So he writes it on the ground, and I normally have this stuff on experience, but lately motherfuckers just can't seem to figure that out. I don't understand what's so hard about going up here and clicking an experience, but it seems to be a big problem for people. So you won't have to do that with this, but you're going to have to accept attachments because it automatically attaches them. So when you click it as the owner, you have a few objects here. You got reset game, reset system, online, offline, game. Let's start with game. That's if you wanted to play the game. You have three characters you can choose from: Fireball, Hammer, or Healer. Fireball. Now see how it's going to ask me, do you want to attach this? Yes. Am I a male? Sure. Do you want to attach this? Yes. All right, now we're done. Everything has two, except for the hammer has three. This is can be used in mouse look for only one thing: shooting a fireball. It's better accuracy, but you can also push these buttons and do it this way, um, which is more dramatic. It says all the animations and stuff, but it's more accurate through mouse look. Is true. We have melee in this, so you can punch people, punch them left, punch right. You can kick them, and you can jump to avoid things. So if someone was firing stuff at you, you can jump around, and you can run up to them and punch them and kick them, and it does damage as well. And the damage will reflect over your head, which is a meter over your head. These bars will eventually get smaller and smaller until you die. And then when you die, you only die for 5 seconds and you come back. Because as we play this game, when a second person joins, you'll see a timer come up over here. And it runs for 5 minutes. And during that 5 minutes, whoever gets the most kills is the top player of that round. Right now, the best we've had is 7 kills in one round. Because people running around, it's hard to hit them and stuff. And that also reflects on the website. This system has its own built. I make these game engines you can give away. They're free. And when people wear them and click them, it brings up the servers. What we have in this room, this is a web page that privately opens through the HUD. It's not a browser window. It's a HUD page. But if you wanted to go to Bespoke host one of my games, or this game here, and you can see my top players right there, and you hit visit, brings up your location, you can visit them, go there and play. That's so you can attract other people. To get rid of that, you just close it, and it resets everything. But that's a whole separate entity. But the reason we have that is, also, let's continue on. So we know we got all these things. So say you were just practicing and you wanted to practice on a different person, a different character. Reset game, detaches everything. Or if you were playing somebody and you were in the middle of a match and for some reason you needed it to stop, you would hit that and it removes it from everybody. Those HUDs temporarily attach. That means they don't go to your inventory or anything. They're just part of the game system. So if you want to try a different player, you can hit hammer. And hammer has 3 attachments. So you would wait and see it gives you messages. And you hit yes, and I'm a male. And yes, I want to click. It's going to ask me one more time if I want the hammer. And of course, you need the hammer. Now, it has all its own animations. Once again, don't use your AO. I've made these animations to work with it. You can still punch people. You can hit them with your hammer. Boom. You kick them. You can jump. And you can hammer throw. Boom. And once again, if you go into mouse look, you can do the hammer throw only. But that's a more accurate way to do it. I'm pretty good with not needing that. I can pretty much gear. It goes on where your camera's positioned, so I'm pretty good at that. Now remember, you're going to have to be able to res things when you set this up. You can't set it up on land. That doesn't allow you to res things because it has to res these parts and then attach them to you. So there's that second that they're kind of in the ether until they're attached, where that permission is needed. So that's the hammer. Once again, we can hit restart. It's going to take all that off. No timers playing because there's only one of us here, and we'll do the health. A healer is just exactly that. The healer does do damage, but only minor damage. And you can definitely do melee with the healer. Healer can still fight. Healer's got a little bit of a fancy kick there. You can freeze people with this one, and it does a small amount of damage, and it holds them for 10 seconds, which is kind of nice because if you work as a team, you can freeze people while other people attack them. And then you can heal people with this one. Now, if you hit somebody, no matter who you hit, the bad guy, good guy, it will heal them. 1 bar per heal. If you go into mouse look on this one, the only one it launches is the healing one. Because accuracy is important with healing. The freeze balls I don't have on that. You have to do this manually. There has to be a give and take in games to make it a game. If I made it like where you could do either one, it would be the healer would dominate everyone because the healer automatically heals themselves too. So if you start hitting this guy, he'll just start healing himself. So it's, if you're playing on teams, the best to have is a healer. Have all 3. And then the healer is freezing people and healing people while the fighters take down the rest of the team. I'm going to eventually work to where it wouldn't be like best player, but also the option of best team name. But right now, it's under the best player name is what it is. Once again, if you want to take that off, you just hit restart game. Really easy to use. Now, if you want to go online, like I have here, and show that your server is up and people can come and play, and list it here, that's what online is. When you don't want that, and you don't want people to know, it's not a public thing, you hit offline. If you wait a second here, you will notice it's gone. And your top player will stay though. So your top player, when you go online, it just takes the data off the board here. And that's pretty much it. And this is only 3 prims because it's all mesh, and my board, even though it's text to texture, is only 5 prims. I've gotten pretty good at getting my mesh down. So, 7 prims to set up. You're going to have to hit attach. If for some reason that you don't, you can always just like this. You can just hit detach and things come off. I will give you this thing to give to people. It's free. It says money, but it's not. It's 0 cost. And anyone can look you up and see if your server's live. If you're trying to build traffic, it's a good traffic tool. It is a brand new system. I haven't even released yet. So right now there's really no one on it. But eventually I would hope it'd grow. And this comes with free updates. I'll be selling it in an upcoming event, but I'm going to be giving it to a few people to try out. And please let me know if you find any problems. That's about it. Thank you.